everyone, today I'll reviewing this French new movie just dropped on Netflix called WingWomen, and this movie it is starring Melanie Laurent, Adele, I cannot say her last name, and this movie is actually directed by Melanie Laurent. So I have seen Melanie Laurent in many other movies like Six Underground and Oxygen. She's a really good actress. So when I saw this movie was starring her, I was like, whoa, this is interesting. Although this movie, it says it is supposed to be this female action movie. I was thinking when I saw Lauren Melanie, she's not a action movie star, so I don't know how much this movie will have action. And this movie did not disappoint me because this movie, although it is a female action movie, but it's not that much, like it doesn't have a lot of action. So in this movie, you see that Carol and Alex, they are two best friends and they are thief in this movie and they're on the run all the time. But in this movie, when Carol, she finds out like she is pregnant and Alex, she's trying to find love in her in her life, and we see basically both of these two friends who's tired of running, they decide they don't want to do this anymore, so decide to quit the job they were doing. So they tell their godmother that, oh, I don't want to do I don't want to do this job anymore to her. Then she of course demands that no, you cannot quit now, you have to do one last job before you can quit. Then in this movie, to do last job, she recruit brand new this character Sam in this movie. So this movie, I will say it is like, it's more like two best friends, they're like working together and they're talking to each other all the time on a earphone. And we see in this movie, like, well, Carol's character, she does do some like a job here and there, and the Alex is mainly like this sniper lady in this movie. I'll say this movie, it is kind of like, it's not as much as action it has. Like a lot of people will be watching, they will think lot of action. It's not lot of action type movie, it's more like lot of talky type. And some of their talk, I was like, what is she saying to her? It doesn't make any sense. As the audience, you sit there, you're like, why is she going on and on about her date and stuff? It didn't, like, often this movie's dialogue were like you feel like these two characters, they're in fantasy land, you know, they're doing this dangerous job. You never feel the danger because they're talking on the earphone like non-stop. And I was there thinking, should they be talking that much? You're putting your friend at the life at risk by talking this much. I think Melanie Laurent, I don't know if it was her first time directing this movie or not. She made this movie really very predictable. And halfway through this movie, of course, Alex, she tried to find this guy, like find love of her life or something. I was like, are you seriously? We're taking detour now? Shouldn't we be focusing on this story? Yeah, Alex's character, often I found her like unbelievable. Like, why you are talking so much on the job? Often this movie, like you find hard to believe these two ladies are so clever at their job, you know. Yeah, although I think Melanie Laurent, I did like her character because she was quite like good on a screen. The truth is, she's really good actress. I have seen her in other movies. She's good. Her acting was captivating. Her storyline is interesting. Unfortunately, the other one storyline is like a fairy tale land, and I was like, these two always didn't match. But I see what this movie was trying to say. This movie is mainly about their friendship, and you know that they don't want to be doing this forever. So I thought this movie was like, it wasn't that entertaining for me personally. Like the editing was so bad at the time. Some of the scene is stretched out like that. I will say this movie is not that good, which I do feel sad saying this. Laurent Melanie, I think it's first time her directing. She went on the predictable role, or should I say predictable road on making this movie, which it's not bad. Like some people will enjoy it. I personally didn't like, as I was saying many times, I was like, what is going on? It's really hard to believe some of the scene, especially some of the things get resolved very easy route. I was like, that was really easy. Overall, that is what I thought about this movie, and that was thought. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. If you enjoyed this review, don't share my other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.